There's such a large population of people in India who have taken on professions primarily because the parents thought so, or society says, you know, what are you doing? You got to get a regular job. Who follows their dreams of pottery, blah, blah, blah. And supposing I want to do that and I want to take a sabbatical. I don't have a family to worry about. Is it okay? Can I borrow money? Can I take a personal loan if I want to take a sabbatical? And I do believe emotionally it will value add to my life dramatically.
So,
is it okay? Would you?
Let's put it as a yes and no.
Okay.
Principally, no. The reason is because it's like you're running a race. You're trying to move forward, but you're actually going 100 steps before the starting line already. So when you take a sabbatical, or when we are doing something positive in life, you need to be at the starting point and move forward. But imagine a 100-meter race and you're starting from -50. So you're going to take longer to reach there because you've got this liability, pressure and burden. And remember, psychologically, liability plays on your mind, does not let you sleep easy because no one's going to give you a moratorium, number one.
Right, that's true.
See, when you are a student and when you take an education loan and when you're in college, the banks understand that you're in college and you're in a good college. Once you come out, you'll have a good salary, so you'll repay them back.
Yeah, you
so
won't take a sabbatical.
And that's the only time you get a moratorium.
Yeah.
For no other loan, you get a moratorium, right? So principally, if you can afford it, don't do that. Build it up over a period of time and then do it. But now if you have to do it, now that's a calculated decision and everything in life is a little bit of a calculated risk, right? So you take the loan. Now if you take a 5 lakh loan, the first thing you have to think to yourself is, are you doing it for a personal growth? Then it's pure pleasure and nothing else and you're going to get back to work. But otherwise you've got to think like a businessman. You've got to think in terms of profit and loss. If I'm going to take a 5 lakh loan today, when I get back to my life, am I going to make 15 lakhs out of that? If the answer is yes, go ahead and do it. Now comes the method of taking that loan.
Yes.
Okay. So the easiest loan that you can do is these days on your app and in your net banking, you can see pre-approved offers. Those are normally quite cheap. The kind of loan I personally like is something called loan against securities.
Okay.
But then it sort of boils down back to having a portfolio first.
Right.
So if you have a portfolio, the beautiful thing is that you pledge that portfolio of shares or mutual funds, okay, and you are only obliged to pay the interest. Your principal you can pay at leisure, or even if you did pay and if you really defaulted, they'll sell off your stocks or they'll sell your mutual fund and they'll repay themselves. But the beauty of it, think about it this way, you take a 10 lakh loan, for example, a loan against security, and in that 10 lakh loan, let's say the interest rate is 10%. Simplicity.
Okay.
So it's a lakh of rupees of interest for a year.
Right.
Divide that by 12, and what you're paying is about 8,000 and a few $100 on that.
Right.
How easy is that?
The price of my sabbatical.
Price of your sabbatical.
so
It's
bad.
so easy on your pocket.
Right.
But that's the best loan to have.
Right.
So you build up your portfolio a little bit, pledge it. Your portfolio is also moving up, and you're enjoying your sabbatical as well.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Can you
really
tell us,
sounds like a plan,
in case you guys are interested in this one, I'm going to ask you just tell us which one that is so
Yep.
people can actually write it down.
So I don't want to get into a product
No,
recommendation.
not a product, but the genre.
It's called loan against securities. Now the brand name could be different, but most banks, in my opinion, offer this thing.
Okay.
Okay, you just have to check out a little
Any
bit.
dodgy loopholes in that we should be careful of?
No, it's very simple. It's very straightforward. Okay, now let's put it this way. If you bought a share on a tip of your neighbor, and if that share is not like a good blue chip listed company, then they will not take that as a security. That's the only loophole if you like.
No, okay.
But I really love this loan type because you can pay when you want, but you just have to pay them interest.
Right.
Beautiful, right?
Right.
So loan against security is a great idea. If you don't have a portfolio, what do? You take a personal loan.
Yeah. Personal loan is obviously higher interest.
It's a higher interest rate,
Right.
it's expensive, and you know the tenure that you have is only 2 or 3 years, things like that. So it's like really bad.
So there's no loan which is like a sabbatical type loan where you say, okay, you take a sabbatical and you start paying us after you come back 1 year later. could happen.
Yeah, those
There's
loans
nothing-
can be taken from your dad, from your mother, from your best friend, from your best buddy.
Right.
But it's possible, right?
It's possible, right?
It's possible,
Dali, does that solve the fear for you, or would you be someone who would actually take a loan? Say you have a number in your head, right?
I
You
have a
had
number in
20
my
lakhs.
head. Yeah.
in your
But
head.
sorry, it's just a little thing before, sorry to interrupt, but there's a word of caution here, serious caution, okay? Guys, do not spend on your credit card. Don't spend on that because credit card loans can get, see, when you spend on a credit card, it's technically a loan and that loan is for 30 days. So if you pay your credit card bill on time, then you've closed the loan without any damage to yourself. But even if you didn't pay 5 rupees out of that money spent, you get hit with like 3.5% a month, which is 40% interest a year, which is insane. So do not do a credit card loan. If you have no option, okay, wait, do a friendly loan, do whatever it needs to be done. But you've got your LAS, you've got your personal loans, you've got, sometimes you have a home loan, right? Real estate prices gone up, you can maybe take a little bit of a top-up loan. It's not going to hurt you so much, but that's even an option for you.
Is that a lower rate of interest?
Yeah, much lower than the personal loan. So you could do a little bit of a top-up if they allow you to do that.
Okay.
Right? Often they give it for interiors and for enhancement. But if you say, I want a little extra loan, not such a big problem.
Right.
And if the bank is willing to give, even that's an idea to explore.
It's an idea to explore.
You had a number in
any
mind.
other do-nots?
Largely credit card. Do not
touch that credit card. Yeah.
Maybe one more do not.
Or pay it on time.
When you borrow from friends and family, please respect it. Do not take that casually, because when you borrow from friends and family, that's a beautiful window that somebody has opened for you in this world. Be gracious about it, thank them, and at the first possible opportunity, pay them back, because then you want to leave that window open forever. You don't want someone to have a sour heart saying that you didn't pay on time, or I helped you but you never sort of gave it back on time. So don't ever do that.
Wow, these are the two major ones to
things,
watch out for.
Yeah.